Inspiration 1390. I am like starstruck.
No need to be.
Let me tell you, bro. So years ago, I went to New York to see this film called She Got to Have It.
Yeah.
I'm from Chicago.
Right.
And then I went the same weekend to Junior's Cheesecake and ran to this guy named Spike Lee.
You saw me at Junior's?
I was on 10. I was on 10. You signed a napkin and my wife threw it out. I almost put her out. I'm excited to sit down with you.
Well, it's good to see you. It's been a long time since Junior's.
It's been a long time.
Because that was 1986.
Exactly.
This 2012.
That's crazy, right? And I remember that.
All right.
That's amazing. So we all love your films.
Thank you very
Everybody
much.
loves everything that you've done. I could go
Not
back.
everything, but that's all right.
No, bro, you've made history in the black community.
Thank you.
I know so many people that have said, had it not been for you, a lot of our history would have been swept under the carpet. So
Thank
that's
you.
a great, great honor for you.
Thank you.
And
Pastor?
not to even mention black colleges. I'm a graduate of Alabama State University.
Yeah?
So
I went to Morehouse.
I know you went to Morehouse, and you do a lot of filming in Atlanta.
Right.
And the new film that you have out now.
Well,
some of it
it wasn't shot in Atlanta, but the main character, he's from Atlanta.
from Atlanta.
Right. Suburban Atlanta.
Right.
Right.
And we're talking about the film called Red Hook Summer.
Red Hook Summer.
Now this is going to be interesting because I saw
Have you seen it?
I saw a piece of
All
it,
right.
and I saw the preacher who's real deep, the
Yeah.
bishop.
The Bishop Enoch, played by the great actor Clark Peters. People might know him from The Wire. He played
Right.
Lieutenant Freeman.
Right.
And he also plays a Mardi Gras Indian guy in Treme.
Wow.
One of America's great actors.
So the story is about a young man who goes to stay with his grandfather.
Right. The young man, his nickname is Flick. He lives in suburban Atlanta. And his mother, who's a single mom,
Right.
his father and her husband have been killed in Afghanistan recently. So she's sending him to the projects in Red Hook, Brooklyn,
Wow.
rough, to spend the summer with the kid's grandfather. They've never seen each
They've
other.
never met.
Never met.
And he is Bishop Enoch,
Bishop Enoch.
who does not play.
Does not
who
play.
does not tolerate the world. And
No,
everything
firebrand.
is a sin. The church has advanced so much since then.
Well, it depends what church you're going to.
This is true.
Depends.
This is true.
But in the church, this church in Red Hook, his name is a Little Piece of Heaven. Little Piece of Heaven Baptist Church, Red Hook. In that church, they don't play.
So what made you come up with this Red Hook Summer?
Well, I co-wrote it with the great novelist James McBride.
Okay.
James McBride grew up in Red Hook. In fact, the actual church where we filmed, his parents founded the church. The church is called New Memorial Brown Baptist Church. I didn't grow up in the church.
Okay.
The only time I went to the church was when my parents sent my siblings and I rusty black butts down south for the summer.
Really?
So growing up, we were never in New York in the
And
summertime.
there's some good churches in New York.
My parents didn't care. They said, we're tired of you guys. You're driving us crazy. We're going to send you down south. So we spent the summers between Atlanta, Georgia, one set of grandparents, and the other grandparent in Snow Hill, Alabama. Snow Hill's between Camden and Selma.
So all of your movies always have a message. What's the message that you want to send out in this movie?
I think one of the biggest messages, many messages in this film, and I don't want to give them all out, I would like the audience to discover some of them. But I think redemption is the word that comes to mind right now. Sir.
Okay.
Pastor.
All right. So this fire and brimstone preacher,
Right.
who doesn't tolerate, what made you come up with that kind of character?
The thing about those people,
You know, he reminded me of
who's
the
that?
father in Jungle Fever.
Right. Well, that's my point. We have people say, "Is this the first time you've done religion in the film?" No. We had Ozzie Davis in Jungle Fever. Then Malcolm X is all about
Right,
the religion of Islam. But as you know, the black preacher, pastor, bishop is a pillar of the black community.
Right.
So that's why we wanted to show that.
Okay. So you also, and I saw this, I was watching something on cable, you're going to be coming out with a documentary on Michael Jackson.
Yes, it's called Bad 25. It's a documentary to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the Bad album, which is going to be August 31st, be 25 years since
Wow.
Bad release. And I did it in collaboration with Sony and Epic Records and the Michael Jackson estate. So I had full access to all of Michael Jackson's archives. So we were stuff in this documentary that the world has never, ever, ever seen.
And they gave you
Ever.
full access.
Full access.
So is this going to be coming out at the movie soon?
Well, this probably going
It's
to
going
be
to be on HBO.
It's going to be on cable or network. We're still
Okay.
negotiating now. The world premiere is going to be in the Venice Film Festival in Venice, Italy.
Wow. All right, so let me ask you this. Are you going to do Kings of Comedy too?
That's up to Walter Latham. I mean, I was really, I mean, Kings of Comedy was a high was the
Nobody
highest.
expected it to have
It was
that kind
it was a high. It was still today it's the highest grossing comedy tour. So I was just asked to film the thing. So that's really not, that's up to Walter Latham.
Wow.
But I don't know if he could afford Steve Harvey now.
Oh, no, he big time. That's big money right there.
And now he's doing a show from here, Chicago.
Chicago.
Right.
So you think about moving to Chicago?
No. Look, I love Chicago and I love to come here. I don't know how you guys do it in the wintertime, though.
It's only for 4 months. That's not bad.
4 months. Look,
4 months of
4
winter.
months
That's not bad.
is a third of the year.
It's okay. It's good.
Oh, come on, man.
New York is cold.
Not like Chicago.
Washington is cold.
D.C.?
D.C. is cold. And
Not
a
like
lot of
Chicago.
snow. They have more snow than us.
Don't say that.
They do. They do.
D.C. has more snow than Chicago?
Yeah.
When?
Lately. So let me ask you this. Let's go back to the movie.
Yeah.
The Red Hook Summer. When is it scheduled to come out?
Opens August 24th here in Chicago.
Okay.
And I like to say that Chicago has shown me mad crazy love and support from day one, from 1986, when She's Gonna Have It came out, and you've always continued out throughout the many
Right.
years. So I just want to thank Chicago for that, and hopefully we could keep it going with Red Hook Summer.
Keep doing your thing, man. You have no idea. I went to go speak at a church one time, and an old lady said to me, "Only eternity will tell what you've done."
Mm.
So I say to you, when
That's
it
a
comes,
very
a
very intelligent.
only
woman.
eternity. I mean, your legacy will continue.
Thank you.
So just continue to do what you do. Keep educating people.
Thank you very much. And Pastor, keep in your prayers.
I got to, because you weren't raised in church. You missed out on life. All right, Chicago. We appreciate Spike Lee. Now make sure that you support him. It's called the Red Hook Summer. And thank you so much.
And I'm going to give you my email because I want as
I
you
can't
being a man of the cloth.
And I grew up in one of those kind of churches.
I want your opinion once you see
My
the
church is
film.
not like that. But I
But
grew up in one of them.
That's not even the point. I just want has nothing to do with your church.
I grew up.
I just want to see. I want your opinion as a man of the
will.
cloth.
I'll give it to you. Honestly.
Are you Baptist?
Non-denominational.
Okay,
But I grew up
as-
Pentecostal.
Cool. Pentecostal.
You better get ready, bro. It's on and popping.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right, so we appreciate you. And again, Chicago, we're going to support it.
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
you, man.
Cool,
Talk to you
cool.
later.